This lesbian date that I went on about a year ago completely changed my life and perception on queer dating, and it happened here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I came out as a lesbian about 3 years ago, but I've been traveling full time for about a year and a half. So after I get settled in, I'm here for about a couple weeks, I start getting on the dating apps and match with a few women. I go on a couple dates, but this one date specifically, I remember being so nervous for, not only because she was just so beautiful and I was intimidated, but also of course having the factor of a language barrier. I do speak Spanish, but when you're already nervous for a date, using your second language is a whole other step. Anyway, so we decided to go for our first date at this wine bar in Buenos Aires. This was on a Wednesday, so we had also potentially planned on afterwards going to this queer club that happens every Wednesday night called Fiesta Jolie, which is one of my favorites. Everything's going really well, actually. We're really hitting it off. We end up going to Fiesta Jolie. We have a great night together. We finally, make a move. We're kissing. We're having a great night. So it's starting to get late. At the end of the night, we call a taxi. We decided that we weren't going to go home together that night, but we still wanted to just, drop each other off at home, spend a little bit more time together. We get in the taxi and our driver is this older man. He's got white hair. He's probably in his 60s or 70s. And I'm just kind of under the impression we're just going to take the taxi ride home, no PDA, because having grown up in conservative United States, that can get you killed. So we get in the taxi and she does start kissing me. I remember looking at her and being like, is this safe? Is this okay? I had this inherent feeling of fight or flight, of fear, not knowing if this was a safe place to show PDA, especially between two women. And she looked at me like I was crazy. Why wouldn't it be safe? Yeah, it's safe. And in that moment, I realized how truly different some cities are in their acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community. And of course, this isn't a blanket statement. There still is discrimination. There still is, it depends on the situation and the people. But in this moment, I have never felt so relaxed, such a weight off my chest, just to be able to exist, show affection to a partner. Something so simple. It was mind-blowing. We continued to see each other for probably about a week, and we would go out on dates, hold hands in public, things like that. So it was life-changing to experience that and just feel so safe and so secure, and be going on dates to places where half the people in there are also members of the LGBTQ plus community, and it was so special. We didn't continue seeing each other, but I will always cherish that date and always remember it. I think dating women is just the best thing in the world, and I can't wait for my next date.